All right, good morning. We'll go ahead and get started. So let's start by settling the body, adopting a stable, comfortable, upright position serviceable for meditation. So we think about keeping our feet flat and our back straight. Torso open. Hands in the lap, right over left, with the palms upturned and the thumbs gently touching. Our eyes are gently closed or slightly open, making sure to let in enough light to remain alert. We develop an awareness of not slouching, not leaning, but also relaxing away any unnecessary tension in the body. Allowing the body to hang on itself, to fall into place. Then begin to let go of attending to the environment, allowing sights and sounds to be as they are without investigation. Pulling that awareness back and constraining it just to the body and mind. Concentrating that awareness in the present by attending closely to the physical sensation of the air moving into and back out of the tip of the nostrils. Noticing quickly when anything other than that one physical sensation is arising in the mind, and without judgment or frustration, lifting your attention up from that distraction and placing it gently but firmly again and again on the breath. And then when the mind feels more calm, generate a broad and altruistic motivation for your time, wanting to use your time to generate and deepen constructive, beneficial ways of thinking and acting, ways that naturally give rise to actions that help others, wanting to reduce and ultimately eliminate painful tendencies and habits that are harmful for oneself and also often give rise to actions that create harm for others. And then we will today conclude our contemplation of Lama Tsongkhapa's foundation of all good qualities, looking at the remaining stanzas. So we just finished the stanzas on bodhicitta, and then the next stanza is by pacifying distractions to wrong objects and correctly analyzing the meaning of reality, please bless me to generate quickly within my mind stream the unified path of calm abiding and special insight. By pacifying distractions to wrong objects and correctly analyzing the meaning of reality, please bless me to generate quickly within my mind stream the unified path of calm abiding and special insight. So here Lama Tsongkhapa is pointing out our habitual distraction to pleasurable objects, objects of the senses, how we spend so much time and effort trying to have enjoyable sensory experiences. Because we mistakenly believe that things that are outside of oneself that trigger pleasant, temporary, fleeting, pleasant feelings. It's kind of the best we can do. We don't realize the power of the mind, the power of the bliss of deep meditative concentration, and the bliss of freedom, true freedom from afflicted states. So instead, we devote all of our time and energy and effort to hearing and seeing and tasting and touching, smelling nice, pleasant things. But when we understand that these pleasant things, when we analyze their nature and understand that they're void of inherent existence, that they're not set up from their own side, they depend on causes and conditions, an act of mental designation, that there's no stability or concreteness there. Then we can turn away more easily and go inward and create genuine causes and conditions for genuine happiness. And that depends in part in progressing through the levels of calm abiding, the 9 levels. And then using that incredibly concentrated state to meditate on the nature of reality and give rise to a special insight. So just try to think briefly on the kind of freedom that that is presenting to us. Generate the wish to move in that direction, to accomplish those goals. And then the next verse, having become a pure vessel by training in the general path, please bless me to enter the holy gateway of the fortunate ones, the supreme Vajra vehicle. Having become a pure vessel by training in the general path, please bless me to enter the holy gateway of the fortunate ones, the supreme Vajra vehicle. So here we understand the need for mastering the sutra teachings, accomplishing the Lamrim realizations in order to have the basis in the mind for moving on to Vajrayana teachings. The Vajra vehicle allows for full enlightenment even in one brief human lifetime. So it's a quick path compared to just the sutra teachings alone. So here we can focus on that idea of becoming that pure vessel. That's what is within our control at the moment, putting time and energy and effort into those Lamrim realizations. So try to bring to mind what you know of the Lamrim, the advantages of deeply realizing each of the scopes, each of the contemplations. And then the next two verses refer to after having moved into the Vajrayana. First of those is, at that time, the basis of accomplishing the two attainments is keeping pure vows and samaya. Having become firmly convinced of this, please bless me to protect these vows and pledges like my life. In the next verse, then having realized the importance of the two stages, the essence of the Vajrayana, by practicing with great energy, never giving up the 4 sessions, please bless me to realize the teachings of the Holy Guru. At that time, the basis of accomplishing the two attainments is keeping pure vows and samaya. Having become firmly convinced of this, please bless me to protect those vows and pledges like my life. Then, having realized the importance of the two stages, the essence of the Vajrayana, by practicing with great energy, never giving up the 4 sessions, please bless me to realize the teachings of the Holy Guru. So we may not know much about Vajrayana. We may, in fact, only use this life to become a pure vessel, focusing on Sutrayana. It's a very personal decision when and how to progress to Vajrayana, but we can aspire to the Vajrayana either in this life or in future lives, seeing its power, its preciousness. So to whatever degree you understand that aspect of the teachings, just try to hold in your mind a sense of respect and an aspiration to receive those teachings, practice them purely, uphold the commitments and vows. Of a Vajrayana practitioner, motivated by bodhicitta to achieve enlightenment as quickly as possible for the sake of suffering other sentient beings. And then the next 2 verses. Like that, may the gurus who show the noble path and the spiritual friends who practice it have long lives. Please bless me to pacify completely all outer and inner hindrances. In all my lives, never separated from perfect gurus, may I enjoy the magnificent Dharma. By completing the qualities of the stages and paths, may I quickly attain the state of Vajradhara. Like that, may the gurus who show the noble path and the spiritual friends who practice it have long lives. Please bless me to pacify completely all outer and inner hindrances. In all my lives, never separated from perfect gurus, may I enjoy the magnificent Dharma. By completing the qualities of the stages and paths, may I quickly attain the state of Vajradhara. So here we can end by praying for the long lives of our teachers, our spiritual friends, praying for the blessing of enlightened ones to clear away any hindrances to our pure practice, and thinking of using this life to create the causes and conditions to meet perfect teachers again and again as we complete the path. And then when you're ready, we'll come back together. And we'll dedicate to bring to mind your altruistic intention, and think that by having contemplated in this way, you've actualized that intention, created positive energy in the mind, which you freely offer for the benefit of all sentient beings, without exception. Thinking may it ripen in whatever way is truly beneficial for sentient beings. May it serve as a cause and condition to eliminate war, conflict, poverty, famine, disease, disasters, all painful inner and outer conditions. May it fully ripen the minds of all sentient beings. May they quickly meet perfect teachers and arise in the state of full enlightenment. May I too achieve the state of enlightenment in order to benefit sentient beings perfectly. May any obstacles facing the Guru's long life be completely dispelled, and may I and all sentient beings in this moment come under the joyful care and guidance of enlightened beings. May we be guided and protected until we swiftly achieve that state of enlightenment. Thank you.